Hello my adorables, we are going to be learning this beautiful and simple turban cap with V shape. Welcome to class. As you can see, I have already cut out my materials, and the material I'll be using here is Duchess. Yes, Duchess, the stretchy Duchess. I have cut out this measurement that I'll be using for our turban base. As you can see, this measures 30 inches length on the stretchy side, though this Duchess is not the over stretchy one, but the stretchy. 30 inches length by 13, and the 13 is on fold. If you open it, it's going to be 26. So I have already cut out this one for our turban base. I'll be setting that aside. Then the next piece is here is for our V-shape, the V-shape band, and I have two pieces here, and it measures 19 lengths. You can also use 18 by 15, 19 by 15 times 2 in two places. So I'll be demonstrating with this part, this one piece of what we are also going to be doing to the other one. So fold in like 1 inch, like twice. Fold it 1 inch twice like this, and sew it down. Because of the kind of fabric this is, at times it might want to be bouncing up. If you cannot, keep it steady while sewing it, just use your pin to hold it, then sew it down like that. Then after sewing, this thing I'm explaining here is what you are going to repeat to the other one. So you start forming your pleat. You know how we form our pleat, and I'll be pleating like 4 steps here. After we have done the first folding like twice, I'll be pleating like 4 steps here. So I'll repeat that to the other side. But before you do the other one, before you pleat the other one, please ensure that you check very, very well, and to make sure that the side that will be crossing correct with the other one before sewing it. Check out the side that you'll be crossing to ensure that you did not sew the wrong part, and at the end of the day, the side that's supposed to be up will be down. So check it. I'll still explain to you after I've done the first one. So the next pieces I'm going to be showing here is for our belts. My turban base always have belts, and this measures 4 by 12 in 2 places. 4 by 12 in 2 places. So this pieces here is for our foam. I'll be using foam, and I've cut out this pieces that I'll be using to wrap our foam, and it measures 10 by 30. 10 by 30. This measures 10 by 30. The 30 is on the stretchy side. So what I'm trying to explain here is that for my handle, I don't always cut the long part on the stretchy side. No, because it's what we are going to be tying. So I do not use the stretchy side for the longer part. So this is our foam, and it measures 3 by 28. So I want to explain to you here, I don't have the 1 inch foam, the thick one. So I doubled this ½ inch foam. I cut 2 of it and I gum it together. Excuse me. If you have the 1 inch thick foam, you can use it, because I need thick foam to do this particular one. So I cut out the ½ inch foam times 2 and I gum it together. So as you can all see here, that I have pleat one piece of my band. So what I'm trying to explain is that before you pleat the other one, check it very well and ensure that you are pleating the right side that will face it, that will cross it. Because if you don't check it, you might go and start from the other side, which eventually will, the side that's supposed to be up will now be down. It will not work, so that you not go and do double work. So check it before you start pleating. So you do that as well. And as you can see, I've pleated the 2, and it's now time for us to cross it. We'll cross it. Pin it down before you cross it. I'll pin it down in the middle, and I will sew it. we are all familiar with, most of us, sorry, it might not be everybody are familiar with how to cross our V. So cross it like that, just pin it down so that it will not move from one place to the other, and sew it. As you can see, I've sewn it here, and I'll be trimming off the excess. So after trimming off the excess, this is what it will look like, and I will check to ensure that both are equal. If you follow my measurements, you will get it right. You can see after folding on the midpoint, you can see that my V shape is equal. Is very, very equal. So the next thing we're going to be doing, I know all of us know what to do at this point. We'll get our material for the turban, determine the midpoint. That is where you can see my pin. I've used my pin to indicate where the midpoint is. So I'll put in my pleats, ensuring that the midpoint aligns with the midpoint of the this fabric, just like so. You can pin it down. There is no crime to, nobody's perfect. I also pin, if I want to sew some of my work, I use pin so that I can get a neat job. You pin it down and make sure that as you are sewing, you sew a little bit below, not above the line that has already been sewn on the band. If you sew above, by the time you turn it out, all your lines, the threads will be showing. So you pin it down. At times I use my nail, my hand, my finger to determine. As I'm sewing, I will just be feeling where the thread has passed. I'll just sew a little bit below. So as you can see, I have sewn it, and I don't normally sew the two sides. That will enable me to turn it out. I have sewn it and I've cut out necessary excess. I've trimmed it off. So on both sides, you can see my V shape is very, very beautiful. So the next thing I'll be doing before I will close it is to weave it. I'll weave both sides together. I'll weave it before closing it and then turning it to our normal turban base cap. After weaving it, we'll fold it into two like this. Then we sew on 1/2 inch all the way up. So after that, we attach our belt. I've sewn my belt. We are all familiar with this. I don't want to repeat the belt parts. I'll set that aside, and I've also formed my gather. Please don't gather the bands. Don't gather the band. Gather for above the band all the way up. So let's get these pieces for our foam now. Fold it into two on the wrong side and just sew it down. After sewing it down, get your foam, place it on top like this, and sew on 1/2 inch or 1 inch. Sew it very, very well, then turn it out. This particular foam design is very, very common with some of my job. After turning it out like this, on the other side, I trimmed off little foam so that I can close this side. I will tuck in my excess fabric and top stitch on it. I will tuck it in and top stitch on it so that we can have a beautiful finishing. If you have watched this video to this extent, that means you really enjoy what you're seeing here. Keep liking, commenting, and sharing. So I have this beautiful is it applique? I don't know what to call it, but we know it's tailor. People that sell tailoring materials sells it. So I have it, and I'm trimming out this part. I'm just trimming out this side. You might not necessarily use this particular trimmings. You can use any design of your choice. I trim it out, so I cut out this 6 inches length in 5 places. You can use anything that looks like what you can use to design or to accessorize your headwear. So anything, it does not necessarily mean that you should use this type. So after cutting it out, I cut out 5 pieces. I will fold my foam, my loop, into 2 to determine the center. Then I'll pick one like this just to cover that place, and then tighten it a bit, just like you are tying a bow, not too tight, not too loose. And I'll be securing this with the help of my candle gum. I'll do that. I'll close it at the back. I will drop candle gum the middle of the front side first, just a little to secure the front side. Then I will finish it at the back. So after that, if I have the time, after getting the center, I will now measure what we have left on both sides, so that it will help me with accurate measurement or placement of the other ones. So you can see now I've measured that. I think what I have left is like 13. So I'll just, because I want to put 2 more, I'll just decide where I'll put it, just so that I can have a accurate gap in between. So that is what I'm trying to do here. I will also gum that one there, then the other one I also gum. You can see. So this last one I'm doing here, just to show you what I did, how I gum it. I placed a candle. I placed the gum. Sorry, I placed the gum just at the midpoint at the front. Then to secure it, then I turn it back. I applied some of the candle glue, and I'll be using it to close it, just like the way I'm doing. My videos are self-explanatory. Just follow what I'm doing, then cover it up, just place it on the other one, and that is all. It's as simple as that. So that is how I did for the rest. So we can see it's all done. So after this stage, I will be folding it into 2 equal halves again on the wrong side. That's the wrong side that I've just shown you now. So I will get my needle and thread, and then I'll fold it on the wrong side like this, and I will tack at the back neatly. Remember, we are folding on the wrong side. I will tack it neatly from this point to the other point. That is all we need to do here. So if you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask me a question. I'm ready to answer you. And if you have any design you want me to do, just drop the picture for me. If it is what I can do, of course we'll do it together. I'll do the tutorial and teach you guys, so that is all. And I want to really appreciate you for your engagement, for the comment, for the like. Keep sharing, and let others to enjoy from this tutorial. Keep engaging. I'm always here for you. So we're almost done. I'm trying to knot it here. So we're done, and this is what it looks like if I turn it out. So right now, that point that I tacked, you place it on top of, behind the turban, where we closed it at the back. Please, not on the band. We have belts that we have to tie there. So if you place it on the band, we will not be able to tie the belt. We'll place it a little bit above the band, where we have that gather, where the gather starts from. That is where you are going to place your loop with the help of your candle gum, and that is all. You can see the back now, so it does not disturb our tying. In fact, you can still hide the belt. As you can see, I have dragged it forward. So at the center there, I will apply little glue, candle gum, and I'll press it, allow it to gum. You can just put little at the sides. Then that is all. Look at the end of our tutorial. Isn't this beautiful? Simple and beautiful. Thanks for your time. See you next time. Love you all. Bye.